Hey everyone, yeah, the season's over anyway. But anyway, out there leaf peeping, and you can see all these colors here. Now, many people, how leaves changes color. Well, you can see it's green. It starts off green, but then it turns to yellow or red, and the reason why these leaves change is because it first loses its chlorophyll, and then the yellow and explain to me what the yellow or red is here. Well, it's just here. Now, the color yellow to red depends on how much sugar is in the leaf. The plant has a sugar content in here. The more yellow, the more red it is, the more sugar it contains. You can see it goes from green to either these two colors. The one on the left here has the least amount of sugar. There's still maybe some chlorophyll left on it here. Here. And well, the one on the right is this one has a lot of sugar in the leaf, and then it finally turns brown. And when it turns brown, yep, like over here, well, it's still kind of live here, but whenever it turns that brown, that means the leaf is dead, and it's right now in the thing here. So it turns from green to yellow to red to brown, and sometimes sometimes it turns orange here. It may turn partially brown per leaf here, but then it turns totally brown once the leaf is completely dead. And that explains how the leaves change color. Now it changes color like when there's less sunlight and then there's cold nights, which I believe it signals the leaf to say, well, we're going to have to slow it down, and then it starts losing its chlorophyll. Then it loses, then the leaf, then it loses its the plant sugar, which is actually the plant's version of our blood in our things here, and that's how leaves change its color. We're going to talk to another thing about what's been going on with gaming. Well, yeah, I haven't been posting much videos lately over here. Activision is right now dropping the loot boxes of Call of Duty, but I have to say that I wouldn't buy it yet because Activision is something that I could not be trusted. Remember, I got Crash Team Racing on the Nintendo Switch, and then Activision added in pay-to-win microtransactions loot boxes in that game, and I would not say, okay, buy that game now, because I think Activision will likely reactivate the loot boxes once enough people get into it. And but we have to understand. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, we have to understand loot boxes are a way of. It's just nothing more than a money milking tool to make a couple rich people. Remember, EA has a lot of rich upper ends in the CEOs because of loot boxes. These loot boxes are nothing more than to pad the richest wallets. And it's just, it's such a, because they're hoping that, what's Activision going to do? Well, I mean, they're going to be forced to, do something about people spending thousands of dollars, because they're forced to do it, because, they're a corporation that doesn't care, and they don't have the mindset in the customers. All they care is their bottom line and to making them rich anyway. So I have to say, basically saying, I will still not, I will still just, as of now, not trust Activision. And I mean, they need to mean it when they make those statements, say, look, no more loot boxes. And there are alternatives to make a couple of more bucks out of a game. Third-party DLC, or Activision could, lease out the source code to other programmings, and like they can have a license to and for other party developers to add content in the game, and that's what they're pleased here. As long as it remains balanced and like that here, So that is, my thoughts, on Activision. Now, the price point of the games, $60. I mean, the game should be $40. I mean, Nintendo's, yeah, I still get, it's in the Switch right now because I can play it anywhere, like that here in the time here. But I believe games should be down to $40. If you cut the price of look, remember, the cost of the game is just one time and to develop the game, and then that's just that one time to develop the game, and that's it. If more people buy the game, if you drop the price to $40, I mean, your games are going to sell, and your games will sell if it's reasonably priced and the graphics are decent in these gems here. And look, the reason why they say, oh, it's unsustainable and we have to make it because it's more expensive, it's just excuse for these developers to just haul out more ways to haul out more excuses to create those. Oh, you have to pay to be competitive online. You have to pay to proceed forward. Or in an RPG, you have to pay money, or else you have to grind for days and days and days and days to be powered up to beat this new boss or whatever it is here. I mean, you really shouldn't, have to just like that over here. Yeah, of course, Dragon Quest, you have to grind somewhat, but I mean, it's not as bad as, where you have to grind for days, months, years to get someplace in the game here, on these new games with these microtransactions like this here. But as you see right now, for if people are asking me what games I want for Christmas, it's a very tough choice because the companies are greedy. And I'm not willing to support greedy. I'm not willing to pay money to a company that just does nothing more than pads all of it to a rich who wants to laugh their way at their bank and to buy a mansion. And I'm just not buying that here. Look, what do you need $5 billion a year for? What do you need the $1 billion a year for? To like that? You know what? I mean, you can buy something decent life for a lot less, all right? People out there, I don't need a whole house to myself. I mean, once my parents die, I can sell the house and just, as of right now, what I can do, as of right now, like that here. But it's the reason why, greedy corporations, they got too greedy, and they got so greedy that customers are pissed. They don't want to be part of your train wreck anymore, and they die out. And that's the true reason why it's right now in an unsustainable fashion right now. They pipe these stupid loot boxes in there. They get greedy, and customers get pissed. They say sayonara to you, and they don't trust you anymore, and they go out of business. And that's why video games are unsustainable today. Not because, oh, it's expensive to make here. No, it's because you're greedy. Just drop the price to a reasonable price, quit the loot boxes, and, provide my alternative, just provide third-party DLCs. It's okay to monetize content that you purchase online. I mean, do that route. I mean, give us the stuff, give us the tools, and then to create our own levels, our own content, and I can sell it to another person. Okay, I can sell that level for $3 to a fellow gamer. I only get $2. Okay, an Activision, Call of Duty, all right? I make a map, all right? I can sell it for $10. Activision gets $3 of it. I get $7. The buyer pays $10 for the level. Do that, all right? No more. Do that. Don't do these loot box stuff here. Like I was like, oh yeah, I can't complete online. I can't compete online because those other people who spend thousands of dollars on these weapons and stuff ransack me like to the ground. I can't win because oh you get this invincibility and you get $20 for it, and you rack around other people. The other people over here, I can't kill them. I can't shoot the other person down because that guy who paid online is shelling out the money and whipping people around. I mean, that's why games are no fun anymore. This is me, JD out. A little disappointed over here. It's already past peak. We're a lot of brown here. This is one of those bright spots here. But yeah,